Hey guys, it's Kussi. With the very enjoyable Dragonflight expansion being over, the pre-patch of the War Within is in full effect, which means we got huge, and I mean huge, changes ahead of us. But me being me, I will use this time to give myself an opportunity to present some classes and specs that I've been enjoying a lot during Dragonflight and which got potentially a lot better in this new update. So today we start with my main throughout the entire expansion, so let me present to you 8 reasons to play Survival Hunter in the War Within. To start off the first reason, a new and enhanced playstyle of the survival. While Dragonflight offered you some mad bomb throwing gameplay that had you rotating between 3 different bombs with 3 different effects, it was very inconsistent as it was absolutely random on what bomb is coming in next. And the arguably biggest change is, there's only one type of bomb remaining. Furthermore, Serpent Sting got removed as an active button for all hunters, which is definitely a button I will miss, as I really like to dot up the pulse in Mythic Plus, because this was me being helpful for the tank when Misdirect was active. But Serpent Sting is not gone, it's just applied passive now. Another big change is the rework of our mastery. Before, it simply increased the damage of our focus spending abilities, which was so ass that you only played it during one season, and that was mainly because of the tier set. So glad that this is over, as our new mastery is just straight up damage increase, which gets doubled whenever your pet is close to you. Not to mention the reworked hunter and survival talent trees, which will be the second reason to play Survival Hunter. Let's start with our hunter tree, as this one got remotely better for almost every situation. A lot of cool utility spells got put higher up in the tree, which means they are easily obtainable without spending way too many points to get there. For example, Post Haste, which, let's be honest, was skilled in every talent guide ever to a point we all thought it's baseline already. This one now costs only 1 point instead of the 2 points before. Same with Rejuvenating Winds. This one now is at the very top and also only costs 1 point instead of the 2, easiest 8% HP we ever got. And while we're on the topic of surviving, get it? No? We got some mad changes for our survivability as well, as not only the cooldown of Survival of the Fittest got lowered, it also now even gets lower up to just 90 seconds, and just because that isn't enough to make every hunter player cream, we got 2 stacks of it, baby. Furthermore, Explosive Shot is now at the center of this tree, which is totally fitting, as this will be in fact the center of our gameplay too. Oh yeah, we even now got a choice to make when it comes to the Explosive Trap that I, as a Mythic Plus enjoyer, never was a fan of. We do, however, have the option now, similar to Shaman's, to make that knockback trap into a knock-up trap. This means now we do have an AoE interrupt for those nasty dungeon packs that will surely be up ahead. For our survival tree, oh boy, where do I start? Aspect of the Eagle is now baseline, which means our American friends should feel so free right now. Jokes aside, most of the passive abilities stayed the same, yet got changed around in their position. But because Serpent Sting, even though the active got removed, is still a dot we apply, we do have some cool little tools to do that now. Viper's Venom, just like before, does in fact still apply the sting to our target. However, on Dragonflight, that one was just by chance to apply. Now it does every time. End of discussion. Furthermore, we do have Contagious Regions, which will make our dot spread to 2 more targets whenever you apply it on a target that's already affected by it. This ultimately means the long days of tap targeting to multi-apply them while praying for the poison bomb are finally over. And just to add some sweet, juicy and delicious flavoring to that mechanic, we do have Merciless Blows, which I found out is also the nickname of my ex nowadays. But I digress. This ability paired with Butchery will make your Raptor Strike or Mongoose Bite hit 4 targets in general, which means they also do in fact apply Serpent Sting. This also synergizes with Contagious Reagents, which means if you apply 1 sting on your primary target, followed by a Butchery and then another Raptor Strike, you will infect 5 more targets with Serpent Sting. Ain't that strong as well? But there's more. Another cool passive we got now is Outland Venom, which makes every target affected by dots will take more crit damage from us. Now the capstone talents, and boy am I ready for those after 2 years of suffering in Dragonflight. While Fury of the Eagle pretty much stays the same, which is fair because it was the only solid capstone we had in forever, both Coordinated Assault and Spearhead got changed. Let's start with Spearhead. The reworked version of it now is a lot more straightforward. While still being a single target spell, now it simply increases your crit chance against a target by 30%, while Deadly Duo makes this a 1 minute cooldown and adds 30% extra crit damage to the entire thing. Coordinated Assault is even better now. It's insane. First of all, it's a 20% flat damage increase, increases kill command reset chance by 15%, and those new extra additions to the spell make it so crisp to play. Bombardier got reworked as well. You still get 2 bomb charges when using CA, but now, instead of getting 2 more when it ends, you get 2 free explosive shots to spare. What the actual hell? And mind you, explosive shot now deals some mad damage. It's even good on single target, as the explosive shot will just trigger whenever you apply another one, meaning you can trigger some mad damage very quickly by using up to 3 explosive shots right after CA ends. And while both options of either symbiotic adrenaline as well as relentless primal ferocity will have their use in multiple situations, being able to have a CA on 1 minute cooldown is just so juicy for me personally. I mean, every minute you have a burst window of 20% damage increase to blow your entire load. Pause. And then top it off with triple explosive shot in the end. Oh boy! The third reason is the new addition to the War Within with them hero talents. They do add some extra spice to the gameplay, and while Pack Leader increases the amount of damage your pet does, while also giving it passive effect to finally do something for us, Sentinel is a lot more on the passive side of things to just randomly apply stacks that will eventually do damage. It also adds some extra one defensive, as similar to Soul Leech on the Warlock, we do get some extra shield throughout the fights. Now, I would tell you more about this, but I haven't played PTR at all, since I wanted to keep all the changes to be explored for myself, instead of getting all the information fed to me. But we all know from everything we watched so far, those hero talents will change everything. Our fourth reason goes out to all my casual friends and gamers, as Hunter in general is very good in doing the more difficult content in the beginning of the expansion. We all know the feeling of being undergeared and just getting put in our place. But with a Hunter, you got your trusty little friend that, just like your little brother, will take the beating for every time you mess up. Which leads us directly to the fifth reason, the class fantasy of a Hunter. Whether you enjoy the company of a trustworthy and reliable friend to your side that will be there no matter in defeat or victory, or if you just want to own slaves that do your dirty work, both of those will be easily pleased with the Hunter, and when you survival, you even get the chance to fight alongside your pet in melee, and he will always cover your 6.
What do you mean by that?
Just make sure to give it a proper name so people can see the future whenever that little bugger is coming around the corner. As number 6, we got a short and sweet one, Pet Utility. Being it the obvious one in Bloodlust, a pet provides a lot more to a Hunter. As we differentiate between 3 pet categories, beefy, feisty, and the word that Australians use a lot, the beefy one provides 5% extra health and an extra defensive cooldown. The feisty one grants passive leech and the mentioned Bloodlust. And the cunning one gives you more movement speed with an active spell to remove root effects. This sometimes gets handy on boss fights that apply slows that are attached to dots. It's pretty niche, but can be quite powerful whenever you figure out how to cheese something with it. Number 7 is going to make most of you happy, as Hunter, being a male armor Andy, is still one of the classes that have the least struggle to get gear during raids. Even with the addition of lizards, every party still moans out in frustration whenever male armor drops, and just to top it off, it's the weapon. Two-handed agility weapon is something that you only share with Guardian or Feral Druids. Monks can roll, get it? They can roll on it as well, but due to the double enchants on one-hand weapons, they most likely prefer those. And just to add the 8th reason, Survival Hunter are quite solid in PvP, especially in things like Solo Shuffle and the newly added Blitz Battleground. They are little annoying wangs that have mobility almost on par with them Demon Hunters, added with some insane CC options as well as combat utility like Disarm, Silence and Freezing Trap being unbreakable. They are a lot of fun as well. Especially now with the reworked Spearhead, I can see them doing some mad carnage when it comes to tunneling one person down. But that was it for this video. I hope I was able to maybe convert 1 or 2 of you into giving survival a shot sooner or later down the line. Sorry for me rambling so much about the talents, but I'm so excited. And because this is the first time I'm doing a video like this, please feel free to lend me some help in order to improve in the future while commenting down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.